We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
How is everybody? How's everyone doing?
Pretty
Doing
good.
great, thank you.
A-okay.
Good,
Yes.
good. I'm doing okay. So obviously we're here today to talk about everything that's going on, especially this new normal way of living. What's most important about the new normal is that we don't have to think of it as the end of our lives as we know it. It's just we have to adjust and adapt to how we're living our day-to-day lives and think about other people. It's not just about thinking about protecting ourselves. Obviously that's really important, but we have to think about the rest of the community and how our actions can have an impact on the spread of coronavirus. And everyone talks about flattening the curve and making sure there's not a second peak and all of that, but really ultimately what that means is our actions and what we do and don't do can have a direct impact on the people around us. And I'm sure we're lucky to be fit and healthy and young, relatively young, maybe not me. But we have to think about other people who aren't in that position, people who are at risk. So even though, it's like, it sucks that we can't go to the beach, it's not nice that we can't just go out and see our friends, but we have to think about the impact that has. And ultimately we're trying to save people's lives.
Well, I just would like to add that the new normal is just something that we will be facing very soon, as the lockdown is going to start to be released in each area, and we will see movements and crossover of groups of people, but we don't have to be afraid of that because we are well equipped for that.
Well, first and foremost, we have to avoid being in any crowded places. Trying to stay at home as much as we can, consistently asking ourselves if this is really necessary. If not, stay home.
Evie, have you got anything to add about when we do go out and about, how we can stay safe and how we can protect other people?
Yeah, if we have to go out, we should stay at least 2 meters away from others and pretend that there is a door lying in between you and the person next to you, and please be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, but in Thailand, you don't really need those because people are like aware and scared of the virus already. And they won't
That's good. I mean, being scared, maybe not so good, but being aware and wary of things is definitely good. And you just, if someone starts to get too close to you, just step away. Okay, so Wapping, can you think of something else we have to do when we're out and about to protect
We should
ourselves?
always wear a mask. Like everyone is already knows that.
That's
Because if you don't wear a mask outside and you just get stared at, and because it's really important when you speak or someone might cough, they will drop droplets and it can spread really quickly.
So make sure to wash or sanitize your hands and avoid touching your eyes and mouth to keep on going and reminding you and your loved ones of these safe practices.
Although the business and governmental sectors have to be involved to regulate and show us the clear guidelines and protocols of best practice on social distancing, it's actually we people, population, that have to give them good cooperation in order of all this to really work out.
Yeah, right. So we need to, any rules and regulations that are put in place by businesses and different government offices, we have to stick to those rules. We have to go along with them and not question them because they're being put in place. They might be not very convenient. They might inconvenience us a little bit, make shopping take a little bit longer, but the reason they're doing it is for our safety. How about our school? When it's time to go back to school, what can we do to make sure that we are helping to spread the new normal?
The labels and signs that about safety has to be obvious so that all students can see, and that we can have to follow those instructions in both lessons and dining halls.
So Wapping was talking about the different safety screenings that we have, and one thing that's going to be new when you come back to school is that when we walk in the building, we've got one of those thermal surveillance cameras that's going to be at the main entrance. So when you walk in, it's got a high temperature that indicates that they might have a symptom associated with coronavirus, then we'll be able to see that.
I mean, that's good to hear, because at least we know for a fact that when students interact with each other, and two students and teachers interact, none of them are in any harm or have the chance of getting corona, if they at least, for a fact, we know that they're okay temperature-wise.
COVID-19 won't be leaving us anytime soon, and we have to start to adjust, adapt, and protect our loved ones together.
Together we can help.
Keep flattening the curve.
Keep lowering the cases.
Keep our community safe. It starts with you.
Are we up for the challenge?
Yeah!
Yeah!
High five, everyone.
Woo!
Yay!
COVID-19 won't be leaving us anytime soon, and we have to start to adjust, adapt, and protect our loved ones. The purchase of a thermal surveillance camera has been one of our pandemic measures to support the reopening of school and to ensure that our school zone is safe for everyone in our community. The camera functions with a live setting to detect the body temperature when a person is walking within the scope of the device. Measurement can be completed in no time. Everyone and anyone that enters the school building is required to walk through the machine to screen their body temperature. It is well known that one major symptom of virus infections is fever. Therefore, a thermal camera with high temperature accuracy can detect the elevated body temperature to enable us to identify this quickly. A standardized and non-contact temperature measurement, which can accurately measure temperature from around 1 meter away. This reduces the risk of infection coming from physical contact. Fast and high accuracy of body temperature check